Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to show everybody how to make this Bladderwrack. Basically, the good thing about this Bladderwrack right here, you really don't need much, especially if you have like a 4-ounce bag. Just get some out here. This is the red one, just to give you a quick breakdown of how we prepare this. You open your bag, you take off how much you need. You really don't need much. I'm gonna weigh it out so you guys can have an idea right here. Let me see. I'm gonna put about maybe about 1 ounce. 58. Okay, so that's about 1 ounce of Bladderwrack that I have right here. Alright, so basically now I'll take this, put it in my pot, start cleaning it. It's going to start to hydrate once the water starts getting to it. Now see, the water is, turning kind of murky, dirty. You just want to keep washing it until the water basically gets really, really clean. I'll be right back. Wash this, clean it up, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's about clean and ready now. So basically, you want to keep washing it till it gets about this stage where you see how I'm still squeezing it, like I'm cleaning it and stuff, and the water is not like turning brown or it's getting that murky color into it. This is what you're looking for, right? Now normally, I would soak my Bladderwrack overnight just like the sea moss, but technically with the Bladderwrack you don't have to soak it overnight. What you want to make sure you do, you just want to make sure you just clean it thoroughly, really good, to get any of that sea salt, dirt, sand out of it before you start to prepare it. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. So now, one last one. Alright, it's basically ready. Be right back. Okay, so this is what you're looking for. Now I'm adding my zero water in there. So I use this to measure. This is 32 ounces. So I put 2 cups of 32 ounces in this pot to boil down. This is 1 ounce of Bladderwrack. So now you put it on the stove. Let's say around number 5. It's gonna come to a slight boil. Cook it for say 30 minutes. all the minerals gonna extract out of the seaweed. It's gonna extract out of the bladderwrack, and the water is gonna be the main thing that you want to use. Do not blend the bladderwrack up with the moss. You can blend the bladderwrack up, but the only way you could do that, you have to take all you gotta take all the leaves off of the main stem, you know, which honestly you really don't need to do that. You really just need the water. Like the actual bladderwrack itself, you really don't need. So I'm gonna let this cook down for 30 minutes and be back. But remember one important thing: wash it thoroughly. And as you can see, look how my water is looking right now once I put it on the stove. It's pretty much clean, but it's gonna turn like that reddish brownish color once the bladderwrack start to cook down, when it start extracting the minerals into the water. And if you're gonna make it with your sea moss, you don't want to use too much bladderwrack with your sea moss. Now, just like I have this 32-ounce jar right here, the best measurement that I could tell you how to use it, if you're gonna mix it with your sea moss, use 32 ounces of water with 16 ounces of bladderwrack water when you want to make your sea moss with it. Do not put, you know, more bladderwrack water than, you know, actual water, because the bladderwrack contain a lot of iodine in it. And you know, iodine is good for the body, but you don't want to contain, you know, have too much in your system. The proper use for this bladderwrack, you would take it basically for a week straight, 1 week straight, which is like how I'm doing right now, which is making it as a tea. You could drink it straight after it's done. After the week, you take 3 weeks off, just to balance out your system. Now, if you mix it with the sea moss, you could basically take it daily, but you got to make sure you don't put too much bladderwrack water than actual spring water, alkaline water, or whichever water you like to use to make your gels. I'm gonna make another video to show you the end product, so you guys can see how it came out.